That wee bastard, Dick Advocate. I can't believe he never signed you, big man. He's never ever said thank you for that pass.
That was my chance to get in the first team, and you're the reason I get released.
I would love to have a wee attempt at the flag.
We would have to be separated in the training session. It's the worst start I've ever seen anybody have.
He stitched me up there, didn't he? What a frustrating sport. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're joined by Big John Hartson.
Come on, Big John, come on.
Big John, come on, here we go. A record's coming. We'll try to get to the top of the Affordable Golf Leaderboard. Right now, Lustig sits at the top, -1. Can we do it, John?
I think we can. If you keep it on the fairway, we got a chance.
It's a big if, that.
Are you feeling confident, mate?
False lead in the bag, that's the best I've seen him look as a caddy.
I feel like a real caddy today, and the boys are about how good is it here, mate? This course is incredible, mate, isn't it?
Ah, it's beautiful, mate.
I've not played it yet, but when we play it, we would tell you.
It's lovely. We'll tell you after how good we play.
But Charlie, how are you feeling the day?
I'm feeling confident. I feel there's a couple of adjustments in the swing, and we'll see if it works today, John. What are you off for, John? What's your handicap?
I'm off 9. I'm playing off 9 today. What are you?
9. I'm 13.4.
Right, okay.
So here we go. Scramble. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yes, John. Yes.
Thank you.
It's the start we're after.
Thanks, pal.
What a start, mate.
Bit off the toe. Oh, fuck me.
Cracking start. What a start. You're going to get popped off.
Oh my God.
Is that us? What do we do now? Is that the end of it then?
That's it, done. We'll just play yours, John. We're up there. Can only get better for there.
Would you put that down to them,
That's
mate?
been the worst tee off yet.
Presents.
Was he up?
Definitely my presents.
Oh, aye.
Charlie, don't be put off by my presents, pal. It's okay.
Yeah, John, you did.
I enjoy it. Enjoy the golf.
It's brilliant, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the one thing in football, I always said that. It's the one thing that took my mind away from it. I never played often enough, but it's the one thing when I did play in the summer, my mind totally switched off for playing football. Was it all the pressures? It was always just nice and calm, and I think that's what golf can do for people, innit? Like,
yeah, well, the thing is as well, you know, you can be out in the fresh air. You know, it's great for your mental health as well. You put everything else aside and you know, and have a chat with the boys. And my wife actually thinks golf is 6 hours. You know, so
the time you've been in the 19th hole.
Absolutely.
Now I've not the greatest start. That's the worst tee
Not
I've
the
had yet.
greatest start. That's the worst start I've ever seen anybody have.
It doesn't get much worse.
You've never got it up the tee box.
Where's your head at the new, mate, after that shot?
It's just got to go again. John's fight goes up the middle of the fairway. Look at this. Oh, John, I need to help you here. That's karma for having a pop at me.
Brilliant, Charlie.
Chico.
Very good.
Wee bit right. Wind's took it a wee bit.
John, you should have a caddy with you, mate.
Yeah, mate.
What a guy told me the other day, and I never done it in the first tee box.
Yeah.
Grip it like you're holding a tube of toothpaste. Don't try to squeeze the end off.
Oh yeah. Is that
Nice
right?
and light. My grip's too tight usually. So when did you start? When did you start playing football, John? When's your earliest memory of playing, and what made you get into it?
Oh, my dad played local football. My dad wasn't a bad player, but wasn't quite good enough to go, you know, the highest level, but played at a decent level in the Welsh League. And then obviously I took my gene from my dad. I used to go and watch him every week, obviously on the bus, travelling with him and stuff. And I remember one game, I think they used to get about a 10 or 20 quid a game. We're talking 30, 40 years ago, Charlie. And he'd come home one day and he'd always give his wages to my mum. So my mum could, you know, my dad was always one of them who would like to put food on the table, give my mum his wages. He was a hard-working guy, you know.
Yeah.
So his football, he got a little brown envelope, and we got home one day, and my mum walked through the door, and my mum said to him, she stole her hand out like that, "You get paid today?" And he went, no. And I said to my mum, "I'm sure I should have managed to give Dad a brown envelope." That absolutely killed him today.
Stitched him up. So what was that upbringing like? You were brought up in Swansea?
I had a great upbringing, mate. I grew up on a council estate, very working class background. A bit of a scallywag, you know, running around the council estate and everything else. But loved my football, mate. I'd always play with guys older than me, 2 or 3 years older than myself.
Yeah.
You know, on that estate. And then I got a wonderful opportunity to go to Luton when I had a letter through the door at 14 to say, look, we'd like to offer John a 2-year YTS scheme, which meant, you know,
What age were you there? 14, you say?
14. Which meant I didn't really have to try in school then. I knew where I was going from school, you know. So that was good. And then obviously I went to Luton, had a great time there, spent 3 years, and then I had the big move to Arsenal at 19.
That's brilliant, man. What were you like when that move came?
Oh, unbelievable, chap. I was very young. When you're young, you're in a bit of a bubble.
Yeah.
You're not really taking it all in too much, you know.
What was your motivation to be a player? What was your... So for growing up in the council estate, what was that motivation like? What drove you? Or was there any thought in it?
Well, I wanted to be a player. Just wanted to play football, you know, and then you realise that you're a lot better than the other guys in your year. And I was very aggressive.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. And I tell people now, I don't mean go kick people and things like that, but aggressive with your passing, aggressive with your
desire,
everything about you know. And to leave home at 16, and you know, a lot of people struggle to do that.
Yeah.
They don't like to leave their friends and their family, but I was so hell bent on wanting to be a player, leaving Swansea and everything else. But you know, as again, it all worked out for me, which was great.
Brilliant, mate. Oh, that's no use. Jesus, that tells you the wind. Come on, John, you get inside that. Yes, big man, that's a great shot. Yes, John. Now we're talking.
Thank you, buddy.
Great shot.
Thanks, mate.
By the way, you've done well after the start, he said.
Putt for par.
Thing is, we got each other out of jail. Charlie's missed a tee shot. I've missed a second one. You got us there. So
this is a prime example of scramble and how it works, how the format works.
Do you fancy your chances today?
The wind's going to play a part. John! It's beautiful. Big man, that's brilliant.
Starting with a par.
Par start.
Not a bad start.
That's a steady start. Like it, mate.
I thought somebody said Irvine was a tough course.
How would you be though nowadays? So you see now, like the centre halves having so many passes together, they've got the most touches in the game. How would you guys like yourself, Chris, Sutton, Larson, be if your centre halves are doing that when you're standing up front? Would you be?
Well, the thing is, I don't think there's anything wrong with the long ball from the full back into the front man. You know, if Paul Telfer had the ball, he'd get it off the goalkeeper, get it out of his feet, clip it into the front man. I get myself in front of the defender. Great pass. You know, it's effective.
It's frowned upon now, isn't it?
Yeah, but play it into the front. The midfielders don't. Stan Petrov used to turn. Lambo used to turn. Lenny would generally sit. Get it back. The boys in second balls, get it wide. You're on the attack.
You see that ball, right? That's frowned upon now, but it takes actually a midfield and a defence and their strikers right out of the game. 4, 5, 6 players, and then you're playing them facing forward. Just as there's no strikers at yourself now, John.
No, that's right. You've got to have the players. And people say to me, John, if you was a manager, how would you play? Well, it's a bit of a, you know, you can't really answer that. First thing I would say is, well, I need to look at my players.
Yeah.
I will judge how I play. If I've got a big striker who can hold the ball up, who can head the ball, I'm going from right back into my front.
Yeah.
I'd skip in the midfield.
Yeah.
Well, why play it in the midfield, especially if they're at Celtic Park? People want to close you down.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to look at what players you've got, and I like the ball wide. I like balls coming into the box, and You know, you can get a run on the centre back, or like myself. But I played with Ian Dowie at West Ham. I played with Righty at Arsenal. I played with all types of different strikers. I used to like that big. I used to say to Stevie Guppy and Alan Thompson, go big, make sure you hit it big, because I would arc my run around the centre half. No good being short, because I'm going to be long and then I can come back and I can do it from there, you know, whenever he played it short. But you couldn't fail at Celtic, really. You know, you had Tomo from one side, you had Alan Thompson, you had Lambo making runs into the front, Petrov, and you had so many options. And that's what I think Adam Idar, you know, when he got hold of the board. I liked Adam Idar. I thought he was strong, he could run in behind, but he looked as if he hadn't been coached.
Yeah.
When the ball came in on the edge of the box, he struggled to like put his foot on it. Slow it down, put your foot on it.
He came too past the midfield eventually when he's touched, didn't he?
He did. And then he's got options then. He's got like McGregor and Hitati that will... But I just think he tried to go in behind and things like that, and he was just a bit... Yeah. It just looked a bit loose at times.
John, you want to take that one? I'll take that.
Oh, you do them both. I wasn't joking. I was doing my badges for a while, and then I thought, well, it's hard to get a job.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get a job, you know. Jackie McNamara's agency team were looking after me at that time. I remember Jackie phoning the Carlisle chairman and saying, look, John Hartson would like to come and have an interview. John's done his badges, you know about his career, people he's worked with, things like this, you know, and he'd like to have a go. So I went for an interview down at Gretna Green somewhere. I think it was a hotel just off the motorway there. And I met David Holdsworth, right? David Holdsworth was part of the Gretna side that got to the Scottish Cup final.
Right, okay.
20 years ago, I think it was. And David's Dean Holdsworth's brother. I played with Dean at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
So I sort of knew David. So we're talking away, and he starts talking, and he says, John, what would you do pre-season? And I went, well, first day, you know, I remember talking to John Robertson, Martin O'Neill, and they said, Brian Clough got the balls out, you know, first day and all that. I definitely get the balls out first day of pre-season. You can see him looking at me. And then he went, so we interviewed, and I had a few notes. And he said, good luck, John. He said, anyway, look, I'm going to pass this all on. We're going to have a bit of a board meeting, and then we'll decide from there. So I had no problem, David. Thank you very much. And as I'm walking out the door, he said, John, you're the only candidate, he said, I've ever interviewed that hasn't turned up with a laptop. I phoned my missus up, I said, babe, go get me a laptop.
What would you type into that?
Oh, I don't know. What I was having for breakfast, I think. But the game's changed, isn't it?
Aye.
The game has really changed now. You know, Charlie, you had a little stint there. I wasn't going to mention that, by the way, but but you know what it's like now. It's every day is the sports science, is training in the red zone, and you know what? It's probably better for the game.
But John, I think man management and personal skills will never leave the game. You know, so you might have your laptops, you might have all that, but I don't think that human element will ever leave. Yeah. You must have played. Martin O'Neill must have been. Like, I must have had that sort of presence. And
Martin was different classes. Martin was unbelievable to me personally, you know, he knew my strengths, knew what I was good at. And he said to me, John, look, when the ball comes into you today, he said, don't think of like 10,000 things, don't flick it, don't blah, blah, blah. He said, do me a favour, just for me today, just this once. He said, when the ball comes into you, put your foot on the ball, shove your big backside into the centre half, and if you can, just for me today, pass it back to a green and white shirt. He said, that's all I want you to do. Simplified it.
Brilliant.
Now, I knew I had to do more than that. You know, he used to say to Slany, Chris, when the ball's coming in from the goalkeeper, Chris was brilliant at giving the centre half a nudge. Nobody saw it. So when the ball is coming out from the goalkeeper, Chris would just go bang, bring it down in his chest. He had this big barrel chest, right? So he'd go through the team and he'd say to Henrik, do what you like, son. He was brilliant. But what I don't like now, Charlie, is changing the team every week.
Yeah.
If you'd scored or played well, you want to keep playing, don't you?
See, at that stage at Celtic, you could have named the team every week, couldn't you? I could name it right now. I named it in the way here.
Yeah.
I think we probably used about 16 players one season. Why change it? If I'm scoring a goal, don't leave me out. I don't want to leave. You're not tired.
No, exactly.
You've got a bit of momentum. You want to play the next week.
Yeah.
You know, now it's like chopping it. But I think the sports science tell you that you're in the red zone, you got a little injury, physically, you're ready, but you can't play.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the science that maybe stop people from playing now, you know.
You think that Rodgers' team would beat his team, didn't you?
What's that?
You think Brendan Rodgers' team would beat his Martin O'Neill team?
Who come try to start something there, John?
Then he woke up.
Well, they've stepped away, so that's not a great sign. They've got it. Big man.
Oh, what a
Big
shot.
man, it's delightful.
What a shot that is, man.
It's so good.
Brilliant, mate.
Well done, mate. So, John, you signed for Celtic, but first of all, you had a medical at Rangers, is that right?
Yeah, well, I had 4 medicals. I actually failed 4 medicals before I signed for Celtic. I failed a medical at Spurs. George Graham was the manager, Alan Sugar was the chairman, and David Pleat was the chief executive. Now, I'd already made my debut for Luton under David Pleat. I'd already been signed by George Graham at Arsenal for record money, Britain's most expensive teenager at that time. So George, them 3 were at Spurs. So they bid for me. I was going to Spurs. I spent the day with George Graham walking around White Hart Lane at the time. And then similar thing, they seen something in my knee. But at that time, Spurs had a lot of players with injuries, and they regretted them in a way. You know, Les Ferdinand had a lot of injuries. I remember Darren Anderton's sick note, they used to call him, because they couldn't get him on the pitch at times. 1 or 2 other players. So I think they were, because the fee was so big, and in the wages, it's like a package.
Yes.
If the fee would have been 500 grand, then they would have just seen it through.
Yeah.
Because it was a record transfer.
Yeah.
So obviously they were a little bit more cautious.
How much was it?
For 7 million.
Jesus.
And this was in 1999.
Jeez, oh man.
Yeah. And then I went Charlton, I failed the medical, spent the day with Alan
What was up with your
Kirby.
knee? What was the problem?
Just had like a little small arthroscopy. Just to clean up my cartilage. It was just like a little laser thing it was, but for some reason I couldn't pass the medical. So that's when, you know, we're getting on to Celtic. I was delighted in the end, because I was even you know, sort of worried myself, thinking that's 4 medicals. I'm 26 years of age and I can't pass a medical. So I always say to Martin O'Neill, you know, he almost saved my career at that time, because he was the one that gave me the opportunity to come to Glasgow.
So you actually in Ibrox?
I was in Ibrox, I was walking up the tunnel, up the side of the pitch, flew up into David Murray's private jet from Cardiff. I was playing for Wales that week, pulled out the Welsh team, and I was walking up the side of the pitch, and Ron Libo's in the centre circle. And I shouted, "Ronnie, give me 5 minutes and we'll do the old flag thing together." So I walked up the tunnel, and Konchelskis was there, Bomber Brown, and they both went, "John, you're just ideal for us. We need someone like you," because Mark Italy had, you know, left the club 3 or 4 years previously. Great. So I'd organised all my contract. It was all done, ready to sign. And then they said, "Right, we're going to send you over to Ross Hall, quick medical, and then you'll come back and sign your contract, and we'll make it public."
Yeah.
Went to Ross Hall, had a couple of scans on my knee, my ankle. Came back. I'm in this little room. Dick Advocat is there, contract's there, pen's there, I'm here. So I'm just about there, and the big Dick Advocat's big Dutch doctor walked in the room, and he went, sorry, we can't do this. Something on the medical showed up on John's scan. So Dick Advocat's like that. Can't believe this. He said, "I'm so sorry, but I have to go with my medical staff."
Yeah.
He said, it's protocol, you know, I can't go against my you know, my chief medical officer, who was the big Dutch doctor. And he said, really sorry. So, well, I was obviously very disappointed at the time. Back on the private jet, backed up the sponge. Within an hour, I'm up the pub with the lads, you know. But
is Ronald still waiting in the centre circle?
But then a couple of weeks later, I'm doing pre-season with Gordon Strachan at St Andrews. And after training one day, Gordon's passed me his phone. So I said, hello, like that. And he said, hi John, it's Martin O'Neill here. And I went, oh, hello Martin, how's things? He said, look son, he said, at the end of the week, he said, I'm going to come up to St Andrews. I have a 4-year contract here in front of me. You won't do a medical, he said, and you'll be signing this contract.
Wow.
So I was absolutely delighted.
That's mad, the no medical, innit?
Oh mate, it was unbelievable. So
and you never had bad knee injuries, so it was actually the right decision?
I played 220 games for Celtic in my career. Not once did I put a packet of ice on my knee. Not once. But I had 2 back operations, particularly at that missed the UEFA Cup final with my back. But you know, talking about being overjoyed and everything, and people say to me, "Oh, were you happy because Rangers had turned you down and all this?" And I wasn't. I was just happy to go and play football. And the fans used to say to me, "Oh, John, when you score this weekend against Rangers, if you score, go to the corner and rub your knee and all this." But I never ever did that. You know, that just wasn't me. I was just so happy to play football and score and to help the team win. That I never really stooped to that level, if you like. But no, that was it. So I get a lot of stick from people, but I get a lot of people saying to me as well, John, that wee bastard Dick Advocate, I can't believe he never signed you, big man. He said, oh, honest to God. So yeah, that was it. That was it. Go.
Up.
Towards that bunker, I don't know if it's in.
Oh, sorry. Good strike though, mate.
Might be all right.
Sorry, mate.
Good hit.
Strike, just a bit right. Should be all right. What was
Maybe into the wind. John, who was the best Rangers player you come up against, like centre half? Hardest opponent that played for Rangers?
Well, I work a lot with Craig Moore now. We do a lot of bits of radio together. I like Craig, you know, big typical tough Aussie, you know, Craig Moore.
Good guy, isn't he?
The hardy boys, you know, the Aussies, they got a bit about them, you know. And Craig was good. Craig was a good player. Wasn't the biggest. I could almost like, you know, not bully him, but I could, you know, the players like the Jamie Carragers and the Gareth Southgates, I could almost like bully them, roll them. It was the big physical ones like Pallister, Reza Ruddock and all these guys that same height, same strength, you know.
Yeah.
Craig was very good. Obviously Barry was a great player for them, Scotland, Rangers captain.
What about Amoruso?
He was all right, Amoruso. He weren't that.
That tells me you fancy a chance
He
against the
didn't
big
have
man.
enough. He didn't have enough at times. But no, again, big ammo. You know, it was always competitive. Rangers had a good back team back then. The games were quite competitive. They're Clossy goal. And
how do you think your Celtic team would have got on against this Brendan Rodgers team?
I think physically would have bullied them.
So here's my point, right? I think it'd be such an interesting game because man for man, I think yous are much better. I think that's easy to see. But imagine Celtic trying to play and you and Sutty and Larson pressing them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There'd be a lot of possession. Would you?
They would.
Remember in training the day where we were running up the line and Gordon, I was a young lad, and Gordon Strachan's like, right, it's up, a buzz up the channel, I'm running beside you, think, right, I've got him by pace. So
Don't go there, Charlie, don't go there.
He just held me in like this, pulled me in, and I could only run the same pace as him because he was holding me like a wee boy. Running down the line, I was like, I felt so small.
But it's
that was
like
my chance to get in the first team, and you're the reason I get released.
No way, no. I was sorry when you went. But I can remember, I was training every day with Tony Adams, Steve Bowl, Martin Keogh, and that was great for my education. You know, you train up against these boys, you're thinking, I can play against anybody.
Yeah.
You know, Tony was England and Arsenal captain, beast of a man, 6'3" monster. And back then you could, you know, physically you could almost like
get away with
come
stuff.
in the back, and the referees would, you know, would let a lot of things go. You had to sort of almost snap somebody in half to get a booking.
Especially in the first couple of minutes, wasn't it? You could do it in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, but without giving it large, I'm not a big head, I don't brag myself up, but I look at centre halves now,
Yeah.
and I think I would absolutely destroy them.
John,
I'd be too strong for them.
I know somebody's come out and said that. I think it might have been Tuchel's come out and said that the game's going to change back to 4-4-2 with wingers that take people on. Thomas Tuchel. I think that's. Sorry, I'm looking for my ball here. I think that's going to happen.
Do you really?
I think it's going to go back to it. I think it can't keep going sideways and back to goalkeepers.
But everybody's now I feel is like possession based.
Yeah.
You know, press high. Everybody's tried to copy Man City, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, the two full-backs almost play like two midfield players, if you like. But when you play that, you tend to get exposed, don't you? Because defensively it's difficult. Oh, thinned it. It's actually not too bad,
Stay on the green, it's worked out no bad, it's alright.
Thinned it. Fuck it. Head up. Go on, mate, get it close.
Wee bit of pressure on me here. Down.
I think we're using your ball, mate.
Yeah, we'll get a putt at it,
John.
John.
Using your ball.
One of you sink that and it's a great recovery. So John, what's your view on it? Do you think it'll ever go back to that 4-4-2? Just imagine you, like a Chris Sutton.
100%.
With wingers that are crossing the ball every time they get it, or beating their man.
I couldn't have played if I didn't have wingers.
Yeah.
Couldn't have played.
Yeah.
I thrive on crosses.
Yeah.
You know, bullying centre halves, not just heading for goal, but getting hold of the ball and oncoming midfield players. Lambert, Petrov, they would always come onto the ball. Very rarely run past you. They'd always be an option. You know, so it was Steve Guppy who could pick people out. Gups. Martin brought him up.
He used to flick it out the way sideways, didn't he, and then whip it back.
But Stevie was a bit different to Gups was a bit different to Tomo, and Tomo could drill it. What a left foot Tomo had, and so Gups could. Martin brought him up from Leicester, had him at Wickham, had him as well when he was manager at Leicester, and what a crosser of a ball Stevie Guppy was. And then you had Didier Gat on the right hand side. He was all right. He couldn't cross a bridge at times, but he would get there.
Yeah.
He would get there, and the amount of times we would say, did he? Kept hitting that first man.
Yeah.
But what a player.
Yeah.
Pace, power, absolutely had everything, by the way, but his crossing. And then Aidan McGeady came into the team. Aidan would just drive you mad, because you'd make a run across the defender. I had the defender, I'd run across. Aidan's on the ball, I'm do it now, and he'd chop back.
Yeah.
And he'd almost like take the mick out of the fullback. He loved it, he loved like showing his skills, but ultimately I wanted the ball in the box.
Yeah.
You know, so Aidan could be frustrating, but another great talent, you know.
Yeah.
Great putt.
What a shot, mate.
Brilliant, mate. 2 pars to start, well done.
Right edge.
That's what I told you, didn't I? He wouldn't listen to me, would he?
Oh, turn. Oh. All right, we're in for a par.
Tap them in. Well done.
Par, John. Well done,
mate. Well
Let's
done.
go. Steady enough.
John, can you remember Charlie as a young boy at Celtic?
Yeah, I can remember. I wasn't surprised really when Celtic let him go, to be honest.
He stitched me up there, didn't he?
No, seriously.
He stitched me.
Did you think you became a better player for leaving than coming back?
Yeah, John, I've said this before, there's many young players better than me. You'd have trained with me and thought he's no chance. And I had to go away to come back.
Do you think so?
100%. I had to go away and grow.
Yeah.
So I went for Gordon Strachan, right, who was hard, to Mick McCarthy, who was even harder.
Right.
And they two guys were very hard on me.
Yeah.
But they made me realised what a professional was and what I had to do, I wasn't doing enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't training hard enough. I wasn't aggressive enough. I was never going to make a career. So I had to learn. And when I got that kind of bite and that drive and that understanding for them, and I that want to prove them wrong,
Yeah.
that's how I got a chance. So what would you give any young lad, what would your advice be at any young lad coming through? Like, what would you tell them the one thing that they would need, or one bit of advice you'd give them?
Look to stand out.
Yeah.
Look to do something in training be a bit different, you know,
Yeah.
be a bit different. Don't just be the run-of-the-mill player, you know, running behind, or make sure your passing is good. Practice, stay on the training ground if you're a centre forward. Get a couple of the coaches to play balls into you, crosses, you know, put some cones in between, like 6 yards away from the posts or discs, and just look to hit them corners. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Work
Practice.
hard as well. Have a great attitude, obviously, but for me, it was just go and kick somebody the first day. You know what I mean? Make that impact, you know?
Berkovic felt that one, didn't he?
Oh, I wasn't going to mention that. But I just think when I was at Arsenal, it's like I roomed with Martin Keown, right? Villa, England, Arsenal, Everton. What a player! They just call him the Rash because he just sticks. He was all over you like a cheap suit, right? And me and Martin would wake up. Me and Martin would be in the dressing room before the game. Gospel truth, I won't tell you lies. Martin would say to me, John, me and you today, we'll do it for real, right? On the training ground. Because he'd say to me, nobody can head it like me. No one's quicker than me. No one's stronger than me. He says, if you can do it against me today, you can do it against anybody, right? And it's proper great advice. We would have to be separated in the training session, honestly.
Brilliant.
But he's brilliant. That was Martin who used to say to me, John, come into me, I'll come into you. In training, that's brilliant. On a Saturday, I'm playing against defenders. I'm thinking, this is easy, this is average. I'm playing against the best, training against the best every week, do you know?
Oh, big man.
Go,
That
go,
is
get
delightful.
over.
That is moving, I think that's on.
Get your 7 out. 7 out, Charlie.
I may as well have a go, eh?
Have a go, pal. Go on. 100%.
Oh, cheeky.
Charlie! Go on, my son! Go on, my son! It's gone through! What a shot!
Come on. Finally turned up after
By the
tea.
way, there's a little playground there. It's all fenced off. We never even saw that.
You'll be chipping off the seesaw.
Chipping off the seesaw. I'd rather the roundabout.
The great story that I ever heard, we can always cut this out by the way, was the Jackie McNamara one.
Buddha?
Unbelievable. Jackie told me that when I signed for Wolves.
The Buddha.
The Buddha's back.
In the fucking state of him now. He's the Buddha, not me, by the way.
It was you that said it though.
I'll be saying to him tonight, what about you, Buddha? Jackie. By the way, you know, tonight in Greenock, me, Jackie and Stan, we've all had our serious health problems. You look at Stan with the leukemia, Jackie with the, you know, the aneurysm, and obviously myself. So
How are you feeling after that, John?
Feel good.
What was that like when you got the news about that? What age were you and where were you at the time?
I was, what am I now? It's about 13 years ago now. I was 33, and I just started, I was at West Brom, and I started to put a bit of weight on, and I felt a bit heavy, and then what happened was, you know, when I was driving up to the traffic lights, I was almost like falling asleep.
Yeah.
I was that sort of, so I had a big lump on one of my testicles. So I showed my wife one day and she says, oh my God, John, she says, you got to go see the doctor at West Brom. And I said, yeah, I'll go. It wasn't really affecting me. I was fathering kids, I was scoring goals, I was training.
Yeah.
But it was there, you know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't normal, you know, it wasn't natural. So I went into training that day and subconsciously I thought, something wrong here. I just didn't feel right, you know, you don't feel that. I was dropping things, I forgot my PIN number. I just thought something's just not right. You know, you jump out of bed, you know.
Yeah.
You know when you're unwell, you know, you're not the same. So went into train, like boys do, never saw the doctor, never told the doctor, ignored it.
Yeah.
Went home, my wife says to me, John, do you have a word? I said, yeah, I had a word with the doctor. Yeah, he said, it's fine, no problem.
Were you embarrassed, or was it just you didn't want to show that weakness?
I just didn't want to be told that I was ill.
Yeah, so
you know, it's almost frightening. Like.
Yeah.
So over the coming weeks then I got a bit worse and things have started acting a bit strange. And then we moved on to Swansea. And I went to see a place called Neath and Talbot, which is in Swansea. It was like a hospital. And I saw the specialist, and he got me in front of like a screen, and he did like a what they call them, ultrasound.
MRI scan.
That wasn't an MRI. It was like a. So he had this like a fob, and he was putting it under my testicles.
Ultrasound,
sorry, and it was showing up. You know, it was all linked up to the screen.
Yeah.
And he said, "Look, John," he says, "you have a tumour." He said, "A tumour has grown on one of your testicles, and it's spread to your lungs, and it's in your brain." So I'm thinking, I'm gone here. I'm thinking, I can't get over this. So he said to me, the words he said was, "Look, John," he said, "over the next couple of months, you're going to go through some real rigorous treatment." He said, "I wish you well." It was almost like he was saying bye-bye to me,
you know. God, man.
So I went home, my wife was in the kitchen, the kids were there, they were quite young, my wife was pregnant, Sarah, and I explained to her what had happened, and then we just said, look, and all you can do is get on with it.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't got the power really to do anything other than be a bit positive. Yeah. So then I'm checked into hospital. I have 2 emergency brain operations and 60 sessions of chemotherapy. I had a tracheotomy, which is there. And through the grace of God, I managed to come through that, you know. And even today, people say, well, how did you do that, John? And I say, well, I was just lucky, really.
Yeah.
I was lucky, because lots of people get cancer, and unfortunately, you know, they don't get through it. My heart goes out to every one of them, but I was very blessed that for some reason, maybe the big man, maybe he was on my side. It wasn't my time to go, but it was a horrendous period in my life. It really, really was.
How long did that last? How long before you were in complete recovery?
Well, it was about 8 or 9 months, really. I spent 6 weeks in hospital. You know, being in hospital is a nightmare because, you know, I'm not used to being a patient.
Yeah.
You know, laying in a bed. I'm out normally playing football and fresh air. It's hard work being in the hospital. You know, I broke free once and I slipped, I had a big black eye, and I was like a raging bull running down the corridor. You know, my mum said, hold on, watch him, don't hurt him. My mum is saying, like, you know. But it's quite funny. A funny story was my second brain operation, that one there.
Yeah. It
was a 7-hour operation, right? And when I come out of the theatre table, I'm being pushed out like on a hospital bed. So my mum and dad had waited there for 7 hours. I had an emergency brain operation. Can go either way, you know. So there's a guy called John Martin. He's a rugby sort of, he's the neuro doctor, physio, who stands on the side of the pitch in case there's any head injuries on the rugby field, so he can go on and fix them, you know. So I come out and I had a bandage on my head where I'd had the brain. I had a bit of blood there. So my mum went like that, oh, Mr. Martin, thanks ever so much. Thank you, you know, you just saved my son's life. How did it go? And Dr. Martin went, just a little bit of plumbing, Mrs. Hartson. Just a little bit of plumbing. As if to say, like, he's doing 7 or 8 of these a day.
Yeah.
Normal to him. He's saving people's lives.
That probably made your mum feel relaxed though, did it?
Oh, but you know what? To my mum, he just saved her son's life.
Amazing, yeah.
But he's like, he'll go for a pint with his mates on a Friday night. They're very normal people, these guys, but they're just so incredible, you know.
Amazing, man. Shout out to that guy.
Oh, Charlie.
Gob.
Oh, that's magnificent, by the way.
Wee bit left.
That's a brilliant shot. That's all right.
Nice.
Ah, yes, John.
Hard to stop it, wasn't it? Greens are firm.
Nice, hard. Pot for a birdie, I think.
Don't know if the camera caught that there. I'll let you get your club off and just put a bit of grass in the horn.
I'm going to put that on my head.
Try and eat.
Turns left to right.
Yeah, a bit more than that. It's fast, John.
Well, we've got the par anyway. I can almost go for it now, eh? Definitely left to right, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. You could even come.
Yeah.
You could even come
I've got
here
to start him there, yeah.
and it's rapid. It looks delightful, mate. It looks delightful. Turn. Oh. Par.
Charlie's right. How quick is that?
Yeah. Par.
It's a good par.
But boys, I tell you what, he's playing really well here though. Really well. It's a strong game, this.
Considering par 3 next.
Well done, mate. Good par.
Well done, mate. Brilliant.
Go. That's all right. I'll take that.
Yep. Good shot. Good bounce as well.
I've got a thumbs up down there as well.
Anywhere apart from left. Yeah.
Can you see that? Go on.
It's on the way to Carlisle, mate, on that train.
Over the laptop.
Aye.
You got an interview with Carlisle this afternoon.
John, were you tight with? Were you like after the pitch? Were you close with Larson? Because when I watched that with you, mate, I would be intimidated in that environment, mate, with him.
Yeah, it was good with Hendrik. You know, it's one of those. I had my company that I'd go out with.
Yeah.
I'd go out with Neil and Irene, and I'd go out with Chris and and Sam, and me and Hendrik were great. We never ever had a crossword. Never had a crossword. And when we stepped onto that pitch, you know, we played and we scored goals and we linked up and it was great. I never ever had a problem with Hendrik. But you know what it's like at certain football clubs. You know, certain people go out with other people.
Course,
do you know what I mean?
And
I don't mean to say cliques, but I just mean people that you just bond with.
Yeah.
And away from the pitch, it was like somebody said to me last week, "It's John, it was Hendrik Larsson's birthday yesterday. Did you phone him?" And I went, "It was my birthday 2 weeks ago. He never fucking phoned me." Do you know what I mean? So it's not like that, but we never had an issue. Do you know what I mean?
John, talk about stepping on the pitch, right? How did you feel as a player when you're before a game, the day of, and we've spoken about this a few times on here?
Charlie, I was pretty relaxed, mate. I'm relaxed now. That's my demeanour. Like we always got on when he was a kid, and everything now we see each other, and it's like it's no big deal or it's just we are. I'm a very normal, humble.
Did you feel that walking on the pitch?
Yeah, I felt good. A little bit of nerves, you know. You come out the tunnel and you got 60,000 fans, and it's loud, and walk-on songs come on. And do you know what, mate? I believed in myself, and I felt if I get a chance here, and I always thought, do the first thing right. Win your header. Make sure you get a first touch early on so you get the crowd. You don't be giving it away and things like that. But yeah, there was naturally nerves, but it was also, I belong here.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable here. You know, I was never in fear of, playing well. I was never nervous in terms of opposition. You know, we played Champions League against the best, and as I said, I think you've always got to believe in yourself, because not everybody else believes in you. You'll always be doubters. So if you don't believe in yourself, what chance you got?
Yeah.
Back yourself. You still get released, you still get whatever taken off. But if you don't fucking back yourself, what chance you got?
Yeah.
You can't be inferior. You know.
It's interesting that, because you spoke about to players who Mika openly says how he used to, up to the age of 24, he was quite relaxed like you, but he then made that mistake for Sweden, and every other game after that, he felt that fear. I used to wake up the day of a game and hope the game was off.
Oh, he did?
Not me.
Oh, no way.
I swear,
No way.
Yeah, I used to.
Why?
But then when I was just a fear inside.
I think a lot of players are like that though, mate.
Yeah. Are they really?
So I've spoken to a few that are like that, so it's like Alan Thompson used to be sick before a game.
Right.
Do you remember in the cubicle and stuff?
Because of all the lager and fags he'd had the night before.
But it's brilliant to hear that you can have that. Dacky was that a boy I played with, Bradley Dack. He was very relaxed.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see different
Don't
people's
get me
mentalities.
wrong, I wasn't as relaxed. I put my feet up until and 1 minute before going out. I was trampling around the dressing room and I was egging people on. I was getting aggressive. I was clapping my hands. Come on, lads, just, I was a bit of that, but I would never say, things like wishing the game was off. And I couldn't wait to get in amongst it, to be honest.
John, how was see we use like half time, full time? Would Martin and Neil would they properly ever go for you?
Oh yeah.
Would he?
Oh yeah, he would. He went for me several times. Yeah.
Would you ever bite back, or was it just that he's the type you don't?
It all depends if you're angry or if you're. I would have a bite back sometimes, and then I'd always be worse off second best, And I always feel now the manager's always right. Yeah, I look back in my career and I had a pop back. I didn't accept being brought off, whatever else, and being told. That was because I was young, I was boisterous, I was a bit immature, and you think you know it all. Go, 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 go.
Shot, John. By the way, he's keeping us alive here.
I wasn't sure if that was enough.
He is keeping us alive, John. Here, I'll join in shortly and help you out.
Oh, you're playing well as well, John.
I like that support for the caddy. See that emotional. see when I'm about to hit my shot, these two keep talking about me.
No.
Sorry, you are right. Nice, Charlie.
Nice, Charlie.
Might just fall off the edge.
It's no nice.
Well done. On the green, eh?
It's not on the green, is
I
it?
think so.
Back.
Over the back, the boys are saying. Thing is, we always talk about that team. Slaney's mentioned that team, Charlie. But we always thought, genuinely, we could win any game against any opposition. Because we had such a belief in ourselves. And you're in that dressing room, and you can imagine me sitting there. And to my right, I've got Sutton. To my left, I've got Petrov. Petrov's left, he's got Bobo. Bobo's left or right, he's got Johan. Johan's got Henrik. Henrik's got a Gat. You look at that.
What was your best game with that team? You personally, you scored against Liverpool famously, didn't you?
I scored a lot of goals at Ibrox. Winning goals. I scored in 4 consecutive derbies on the spin. I had a great time.
I was behind the goal the day you scored the one where it looked over. Yeah. Is it close? 1-0, finished early in the second half.
Yeah, Bucky's paid up for first goal scorer on that one as well. My dad had a bet, and they paid out for that one. But no, I think as well, I probably had better games than the one at Liverpool. Right. Although it was an unbelievable result, and quarter-final took us into the semi-final. Liverpool at Anfield. Nobody wins at Anfield.
Yeah.
Liverpool don't lose European games at home in front of the Kop and everything else. But for the occasion, I supported Liverpool as a kid. Ian Rush was my idol, with the Welsh team. And I remember that night we beat Liverpool 2-0. Tomo scored that, miskicked that ball under the wall. Oh, he thinks he meant it. He says he meant it. And then obviously I scored after 70-odd minutes and it wrapped the game.
Ridiculous, that goal, mate.
But I remember that, right? The crowd, Anfield, Liverpool fans, they clapped us off the pitch that night because we played so well in that game.
Was it after that or before that you played Blackburn?
Before. Beat Blackburn.
Soon said it was men versus boys, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And then you went down and...
You can imagine, can you, Lenny and Sutton and Tomo, imagine their thoughts on being called boys, you know what I mean? If there was men about, they were men.
It looks delightful. Oh, it is right.
It's right.
He was right.
Definitely right. Oh, what a good effort.
What happened there? Oh.
Finish him off.
No, the pace was good. The line, I think it was a cut and a half.
Yeah.
With that pace.
Yes.
But anyway, steady part.
If you're going to go, right, I got told this tip. If you're going to go outside right, you want to finish outside right. So if I'm putting it, you want to putt it so it finishes there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it finishes there, you haven't hit a good putt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at that.
My drive, my striking of the ball's been
out.
shocking, man.
Do you know though, Charlie, you've started that away left though?
That's gone, Charlie, unfortunately, buddy.
That is
Yes.
sensational, man.
That's coming round. Oh, that's in.
I fucking tapped it. I didn't even hit that hard. And I went out there. I said I'm worried about it going in the bunker, didn't I?
So, John, what are you up to now? What are you up to?
Bits and bobs. I got a couple of things going on in Wales. One or two little projects. And I've got plenty of dinners and that on. I do a lot of sort of sportsman's dinners, you know, sort of corporate lunches. I do a lot of speaking things, you know, motivational stuff and that. I do quite a lot in London.
Do you?
I lived in London for 10 years, so I like getting down to London and going to different conferences and things like this. And I've got my own workshops. I've got my own John Hartson gambling recovery workshops, where we go out to different companies, places, and we deliver a workshop. And I tell my story about my gambling addiction and things like that. And now I'm 16 years abstinence now from my last bet.
Brilliant, mate.
Yeah, so we go out with a guy called Tony Marini. He heads up the Castle Craig Priory, just over, quite not far from Peebles. And Tony tells all the stats, and he does like a PowerPoint, and then Tony gets me in then to talk about my gambling, sort of where it started, where it finished. And it's the best thing I ever did, Charlie, was starting to go to GA and things like that. It's not only saved my life, mate, it's actually gave me a life.
So what age did you finally kind of admit that to yourself?
Well, I was, my last bet was actually coming up to next week. My last bet was October the 5th, 2011. So I'm coming up to 14 years now, in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, my mother's birthday, actually, October the 5th. So I just decided that day I was tired, I was fed up with telling lies, being deceitful, and I just wanted to change my life around a little bit, you know, with a bit of determination and a little bit of help from the other members in the GA. I've managed to stay clean of it, you know, which
Brilliant.
Not a lot of people can do that. It's very difficult to crack these addictions, you know.
Yeah, brilliant. So if somebody wants to get you for after dinner speaking, get you on your Instagram, John Hartson.
Yeah, get me on Instagram. Just go on the Twitter feed, and my representatives' numbers are on there. They look after my diary, really. So
Good, mate.
yeah.
It's a chance, John, to be up there.
I like you, Charlie.
Nope.
Ah! You've made that worse.
Give my ball there, good putt, good weight. My ball. Oh, fucking hell. Done the same as you. Yes, John. Nice, mate.
Thank you. Another par.
Oh, part.
Oh, Charlie, terrific. Could be too far left.
Where's that?
Bit too far left, maybe.
Oh, just went high and left. I think I'll be using mine here.
To go left.
So, mate, 50 odd caps for Wales.
Yes.
How did you like?
Oh, everything to me. Playing for Wales for me was the people say, you know, what's your what's your best achievement, you know, and everything, and you can't beat representing your country. It's the pinnacle. You cannot go higher than playing for your country.
Singing that national anthem, passionate set of fans in it.
And for me, you know, Rush, Hughes, Saunders, Trevor Ford, John Charles, great centre forwards for Wales. And for me to have worn that number 9 with that red shirt on my back, you know, just was everything to me. I'm a fluent Welsh speaker. I'm a proud Welshman, and you know, to play in front of 72,000 at the Millennium Stadium with full house, you know, and our front three for many years was Giggs, Hartson, Bellamy.
What was Bellamy like as a character?
Bella's was a good lad. He was all right with me, because I think, you know, he had a little bit of respect for me, and I was a bit older than him. And I remember I played with Craig with the younger age groups, and I'd also played with him at Coventry.
Right.
Undergoing tracking, so I knew Craig really well. I still do know him well, and he's doing a good job with Wales.
I love his press conferences now.
He's so honest, isn't he?
He's so honest, and it's
so honest and so driven, and he wants high standards.
Do you think he'll do well, John, as a manager?
I think he'll do well, and the good thing is with, you know, having an international job, you know, if he does reasonably well, he can move on to another job. Then I think he can set himself up, you know, with the right staff around him and a bit of success. But no, I just said playing for Wales, and there was one particular game we played Italy at the Millennium Stadium. I think it was a Euros qualifier or something, and Danny Gabardon played me the ball on the halfway line, right? We beat Italy 2-1. So Danny Gabardon played me the ball on the halfway line. I've got Cannavaro and Nesta hanging off each shoulder, right? So I turned them like that, they're on me. I turned them, and I see Bellas coming inside off the right and timing his run, darting inside, perfect, right? Perfect run. So I've slid it through. Craig Bellamy hasn't had to break his stride, right? Goes on, goes around Buffon, taps it in the goal. We win the game 2-1. He's never ever said thank you for that pass.
It's very interesting, actually. We're talking about Gareth Bale there. Best player ever to leave these shores, British player.
Unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Well, he's the greatest player ever to have left Great Britain and gone abroad.
Yeah.
You know, you look, in all disrespect, Gascoigne, Souness, world beaters, fantastic players. Paul Ince, David Platt, all these players, David Beckham, all these players never achieved nothing like Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale won 5 Champions... Hold on a minute. Take this in. 5 Champions Leagues, scored over 100 goals for Real Madrid, played Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale. There's no argument.
Yeah.
And people still have the
as well.
Oh, scoring 2 European.
Wonder what the turning point there was.
People still have the audacity to criticise him.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, he got 16
because he plays a bit of golf and he had a few injuries.
Yeah. I believe somebody said to me when Ronaldo left, they gave him Ronaldo's contract. Somebody said he gets £5 million to appear in the BT Christmas advert.
Wow.
Don't shoot the messenger, I'm only telling you what I've been told.
You've made that up there, John.
Yeah.
Do you still speak
You've made every word of that up there, John.
Allegedly.
We don't tell lies in this channel.
Hold on, I'll phone him up. He said to me last week, Gareth Bale, I was out with him and he went up to the barman and he said, excuse me, he says, have you got change of £1 million note? Oh, Charlie, magnificent.
Oh,
that's my shot of the day.
That's the best, mate.
That's my shot of the day.
Brilliant, mate. Oh, John.
Ah, I've hooked it.
Aye, that's gone. It's just fair play to the big man's enthusiasm. Try to have a look for that. It's gone.
Nah, I've hooked that.
Wow, that's a hurricane, man. Good time to ask, John. John, you're a manager, right? You get a job tomorrow, unlimited funds, 3 players you've played with, you would sign?
I would sign Dennis Bergkamp. Me and Wrighty played for Arsenal. Dennis played in behind several times. I would sign Henrik Larsson. It's interesting because I get asked all the time, like you do, like footballers, we always say who's the best player and all that. If I'm in London, I say Dennis.
Yeah.
If I'm in Glasgow, I say Henrik. Because I want to be clapped out of the room. You know what I mean? I don't want no controversy. So I keep it simple. Both freak of natures.
Yeah.
And then the other one, probably I'd sign, let me think. God rest his soul, I'd probably go with Speedo, Gary Speed. He was a phenomenal player. He was my captain for Wales for 10 years, and he was a great player.
Was he? What type of player was he?
Oh, up and down, great left foot, great in the air. Everton, Newcastle, Wales. Brilliant guy. And I take the sentiment out, God rest his soul, you know, he took his life, which was absolutely tragic. You know, Wales is still grieving over that, you know, could not understand it. But he was just a fabulous player. I mean, unbelievable. You listen to the players that played with Alan Shearer, Duncan Ferguson at Newcastle, and people like Barry Owen and people like this who played with him at Everton. So yeah, they're the three. But I've left Sutty out there. I've left Merson out. How could you leave Paul Merson out? What a talent, Paul Merson. I've left Bellamy out. I've left Rush out. I've left Hughes out.
But that's had no bad three, that.
I've left Giggs out. You know, so I wish you'd asked me to name 10. You put it right on my toes there, naming 3. Oh, Charlie, magnificent.
Charlie, touch of class, mate.
Go. That's nice. Go. Unlucky.
Oh,
John, it's a terrible putt. It's straight as anything.
Do you think so?
Go straight, mate, and you're in.
Come on, John.
Oh, didn't he hit it? It's alright. We'll bring that back.
I think it's left to right, you know that.
Turned a wee bit there, didn't it? One over. John. Right, mate, about time I come up with the tee here.
Gloves wet and everything, man. Gloves wet and everything. Come on, Charlie boy.
Yep. I've got us, mate. I've got us.
Oh, get down. Get down.
John.
Is that gone?
No, we'll get it. It's just, they did better than that.
Quick fire with the two of you here. Biggest bust up you've seen on the training ground. This is for the both of you here, biggest bust up.
I know what he's getting at there. Big John was involved in it.
Mine actually made news at 10, so don't get bigger than that.
What was the script there, John? You've probably spoken about it before, but what was the...
Yeah, well, first of all, it was my biggest regret of my career.
Yeah.
I should never have reacted like that.
But listen, mistakes happen. It's
I know.
It's men battling to win.
You heated, aye.
Without making any sort of reasons for it, one of the things that happened was that footage was filmed side of the pitch by a mobile phone, and that's how precarious the phones can be, you know.
Yeah.
Guys, obviously, and it's West Ham training ground, so the incident happened, gone away, whatever he'd done with the footage. Next morning, I'm front page of every single national newspaper in Britain. I had to leave the country because of the press intrusion, and but as I said, I shouldn't have done it. Isle was great. He was great with me. People have their own opinion about Al Berkovic, but he made a lot of my goals. He was a fabulous player. We got on great at West Ham. It was just that particular morning, I lost the ball. I'll run away with it. John Mulgrew said, John, get on with it. I sort of, my blood started boiling, and I kicked Alberto from behind. As he's about to get on his feet, he sort of threw a punch, which caught me there. And then I just lashed out, it's ugly. It's not very nice. I've had to live with that all my life.
Yeah.
I think it's gone before me at times as well.
But I think you're right. In these things, like, we can look back and go, shouldn't have done that, and right, okay, but
we've seen it happen a million times in training pitches. It's men try to win, compete. That's what happens.
Video.
Yeah.
I played at Wimbledon. There's a fights every other couple of weeks. Nothing gets, you know. But I'm not trying to make excuses, because what I've done was wrong. I don't want it to come across as if, and I genuinely am, you know, sorry about what happened.
Yeah.
And I really mean that.
Oh, John.
Hard there though, mate.
Oh no.
So hard, isn't it?
Oh no, John, aye. We need to play it. That is what it is. We're up there now.
Oh, look. Fair play.
Nice, Slany boy. There's the world's greatest caddy. No just one bag, two. Doesn't he mess about?
oh, Charlie, sensational.
Oh, what a bounce.
Oh my God.
It's bounced that way, good bounce.
I mean, I should be on for a par here.
Fucking shite.
I don't know how we're on in three here. A putt here would kick us right on, John.
Absolutely, sort of would.
Positivity.
Just come out a bit short.
That's a poor putt, mate. I'm going to just pick that up because you'll get closer than that.
Oh, John, it's so good, mate.
Oh.
There's still plenty to play for here, mate. Bruni, we go ahead of Bruni, go ahead of Henrik.
How was Bruni? Did he play all right?
Bruni 2 over. I'm sure it was, Bruni was 2, wasn't he? 3 Bruni was, yes, John. So we're 2 just now with 2 to play.
Yeah.
Henrik was 1 over.
Was he?
Yeah, let's try and beat him. 2 over. John, it's right on it.
What a shot, mate.
Look how far that's bounced.
How
What did you
far
hit?
was that bounce?
What iron did you hit?
7. Hit the green.
Yeah,
Hit
it
the
was
green.
I know. It's a lovely shot. Just the wind's madness. Fuck off, man. Look at that. That's shocking, man. Ah, what a frustrating sport.
Oh, is it?
It's a good shot, John.
That's unbelievable.
Great shot, mate.
Could be shot of the day, that, mate.
That's a great shot.
Thank you.
I've gone. I've absolutely gone today.
Hard shot, that, mate.
Not so.
Yeah.
Oh, this sport. John, have you seen much of the Celtic this season?
Nah, I haven't really. Obviously, I've seen some of the games. I don't think the Rangers game was poor.
What do you think of them, the games you have seen?
Poor, huh?
What do you think of Celtic this season, the games you've seen?
I think they've been a bit. I think they've been a bit off, a bit slack with their passing and not very fast. Not normally what you see from Celtic.
Yeah.
Bit sloppy at times. We went the away game in the Champions League qualifier. The ball was bouncing once, and I saw Hitati just go, like,
hook it on.
hook it on.
Yeah.
Like 30 foot in the air. That's not Hitati. Hitati normally comes back out. But just little things like that, like uncharacteristic things from players.
Yeah. I thought the pitch was terrible earlier though.
Yeah.
It looked shocking. It must have been.
I think it was the home game that cost us.
Yeah.
I think we underestimated them at home. If you let teams settle at Celtic Park and get comfortable. I thought they got comfortable. They were almost like, we're enjoying this.
Yeah, we're in our shape.
We're all right, yeah, we're enjoying it, you know?
Go on, mate, stick that in. What do you think?
Left side. Sorry, right side.
Right
there.
side.
I think it's there, Charlie, not a lot. Got it. Well done.
Oh, I've not putted a body. Oh, John.
By the way, 2 of the shots we've give away, they've been like missed 2 8-footers.
Yeah.
High again.
Get down.
Bounced.
Did you see it?
It bounced.
Did it bounce? Right, okay, mate.
Look at this. You lose grip and everything, Slany, you know what I mean? Lose your grip and everything.
That's what I said to him there. See, since the rains came down, it's impossible to hit a shot.
That's a good shot.
Chico, that's sensational. Brilliant, big stuff.
Aye, we're done there.
How's your charity going, mate? Good?
Charity's going brilliant, mate.
It's incredible what you've done
Charity's
there.
come down. We've raised 1.4 million now
Ah, sensational.
for
John.
charity, boys. 10
Amazing
years
that,
I've been
mate.
doing it. 10 years we've been doing it. I turn up at hospices and hospitals.
Brilliant, man.
I do that without, publicity and paper. I'm not bothered about that. I do it because I want to give something back. You know what I mean?
Class that.
Where's that go? Shot.
We're out.
Charlie.
We'll take that. Shot, John.
Can't
Well
do
out.
much more
mate.
than that, really.
That's been the heaviest, but I put so much water in that bag today. Shoes and everything in it, John.
What?
I made that as heavy. There's dumbbells in there
Yeah,
for him.
I know, yeah. Burn some calories today, pal.
My overriding feeling now is
Yeah.
I would love to have a wee attempt at the flag.
You're on. This is the start of the golf career.
Actually, not a bad hit.
It's all right. We've hit worse today, Slany. That's all right.
That's
Would
not
you
a bad
hit-
hit, mate.
what
It's
do
not
you-
bad at all.
What do you think? More touch to it? A wee bit more like guile?
I just think you need to take a little bit off the clubs so they'll fit in the bin easier.
Aye.
Sensational, man.
Right. What did you use there?
9 iron.
Hey, 9 iron.
Right, there's your coffee back.
I think I've been giving it a club there. Big man.
Blame culture.
Where's the bin?
He's laughing. That's out of order, man.
Right, John, let's see.
Oh, Charlie boy.
I know,
It's the
mate.
weather,
It's,
mate,
it's,
innit? His club's slipping and everything.
Today. That's my worst shot.
I've spoken
today.
about how
How's
good
the
my iron
Charlie's
plays became, and I've not showed up once today.
One of Charlie's balls.
Surely I can get some of this.
Oh, Charlie, very good. Bite, bite. Brilliant, big man. Oh,
It's off the
just
back
to
as well.
Lovely swing though, mate. Lovely hit.
Shot, unlucky.
Best connection today with iron.
Let's stay 3 over. Not bad score, really, is
Mate.
it?
It's not right, mate, running this with the weather.
Mate, are you fucking kidding me on? Nah. What is that inside that?
Don't know.
Gobstopper. You try to steal that?
That's been on the ground. That's been on the grass in the ground all day. Put in my coffee. What a bad caddy, man. The caddy's getting his pants pulled down again. Ah,
A good
John,
shot,
beautiful,
John.
mate. Brilliant, John.
Nice. Greens are
That's a
so
class
quick.
again, mate.
Definitely goes a wee bit that way. John, did you pull that, or do you think that?
I pulled that, yeah. Oh, Charlie.
Oh!
Oh,
Just
mate,
going off pace.
Stick him in, pal. Stick him in.
What's that?
I think that's 3 over.
Is it 3
Oh,
or
no,
4?
that's 4.
4 over. Listen, John,
Well done, mate.
been
Thank
a
you.
pleasure, mate. Thanks for coming
Thanks,
on.
mate. Pleasure. Enjoyed it.
The weather's killed us a bit, but
Killed
what
us.
a place.
Thank you, mate.
Great
Well
chat,
done,
mate.
boys.
Thanks for that.
Really good. Thanks, Slany. Thank you, guys.
What do you make of the Caddy's performance?
Caddy done all right. He never showed us a proper...
A couple of lines would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Showing us a line.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Do you know what? I actually thought we were on for the course record.
Thank you, guys. You did all
halfway
the hard
through.
work. Thank you.
Here, John, I thought we were course record halfway
Well done,
through,
mate.
mate.
Well done.
Pleasure.
I really thought we were going to get the record
So
for
did I.
the channel. Halfway through, that storm comes. Just set us off a waited.
That wasn't half a storm, was it?
Is that me or is it level after 6?
Level after 6, the hardest hole in the course.
Or 5? Because we haven't dropped 2 shots anywhere, have we? It's only 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, level after 5, then we were chip on in the hardest hole in the course.
6, 7, 8, 9. We
Bogey,
bogeyed everyone.
Bogey.
Is golf like that though, where you can have a couple of bad shots and then you're just away? Your mind just go. Are you with me?
It's very like that, aye. It's very like you've
Worst
cracked
thing
it.
you can do with golf is think you've cracked it.
Aye.
You know, you're always...
That's what I done today.
Can I ask, John, do you feel, did they let us down today? Overall?
Well, I think we dovetailed in general. I think me, probably the better player first 5 holes.
Yeah.
And then you came on towards the end, yeah. That's what I think. But listen, we enjoyed it. We had a good laugh.
Been a brilliant
And
day.
now we,
Incredible, mate.
Great guest, John. Thanks for
now
coming
we
on.
can
mate.
go for a Sunday roast. Come on.
Let's go.